Hey guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm going to answer the most questions or the most common questions that people are asking. So I'm going to answer you the salary working as an OFW. I just correct my grammar if I'm wrong. So yes, I'm going to answer you how much is the salary of working as an OFW. Okay, I'm correct. So yes, I'll share to you my salary, my true salary, how much it is, and then I'm going to share you also the expenses that you need to consider before accepting any salary bracket. So for the expenses, this is just a sample, guys, because as you've known or people know, my friends and family know, my father is here also in Doha, Qatar. So most of my expenses is answered or I'm getting from my father. So my accommodation, transportation, or car, and also the food I'm getting from my father, or we are spending half-half. So that's why. So I'm just going to give you an idea or a summary of how much you need to consider in the expenses bracket. Okay guys, and also I'm going to provide you a computation if how much it's the salary in Philippine peso. So as of now, the last time I sent a remittance to the Philippines, the exchange rate is 13.95. 1 real equals to 13.95. But before, the exchange rate is playing around 14 and above. So last year, the exchange rate got so high, it reached around 14.85, which is good because, for example, if we're going to send a bigger amount in the Philippines, we're going to send a lower amount in Qatar. So if the exchange rate is going down, that will be a problem. But for this video, I'm going to use a flat rate of 14. So just a disclaimer, guys. So it depends on the rate, okay? The conversion rate, if how much it really is 1 real to peso. So I will just use 14. So we will not be confused. I will put every computation in the screen so you will see it also. So let's start with my video. First thing, my salary in Doha, Qatar is it's 3,750 Qatari riyals, guys. So there is two types of salary. The first thing is you are going to get a basic salary, and then you will have a pre-accommodation, free transportation, and other company offers a pre-meal during your duty. So if ever you are in work, your meal is free. So there's the second type of salary is you will just get all-inclusive salary. So my salary is falling in the all-inclusive. So I will be shouldering all the expenses that I needed to, the accommodation, transportation, food, everything. I will answer for it. So that salary, if ever you're going to think, it's a huge amount, oh my God, you're getting so much money. No, guys. Now, I'm going to share you the expenses. So for first expense, you're going to expect if the salary is the same with me, is accommodation, guys. So for the accommodation, for the expenses, I'm just going to share you a summary, guys, okay? And then I will do a separate video explaining each expenses. So for accommodation, you're going to spend around 600 riyals up to 2,000 and above riyals, okay, guys? So it depends on you if how much you're going to choose your accommodation. And then for transportation, you have, I think, 3 options. So bus, rail, and taxi. So you're going to spend a minimum of 2 riyals up to 40 riyals if by taxi or any mode of transportation up to 40 riyals. It depends on the location. So from your location up to your destination, it depends, guys. So 2 riyals is the minimum up to and above. And then next, things you need is food allowance, guys. So for food allowance, so you need to consider the food that you're going to consume during work in your house and if ever you're going to eat outside, guys. So that's the things that you need to consider in your food allowance. But most of the times, there is a sale in the supermarket. So just look out for sales, guys. Most of the times, the good thing is during Ramadan or Eid or any holidays or any end of month, there is sale. Any time of the month, there is sale in the supermarket. So just get a heads up or check brochures or announcement or follow or their social media so you will be updated. And then the next thing you consider as an expense is your mobile allowance or anything. So for food, you will consider around 100 to 500 reals, guys. So for the mobile allowance, you can consider from 50 up to and above. 50 is the minimum and above. So you can contact your family in the Philippines, you can have internet on your phone, everything, guys. And then other things you need to consider is your necessities. So for necessities, it's the shampoo, soap, detergent, everything that you need to use daily in your life for taking a bath, washing clothes, everything, guys. That's the thing you need to consider as necessities. And then the last thing and the most important thing you need to consider is the remittance to the Philippines. So it depends how much your family needed to survive for a month in the Philippines. Because guys, here in abroad, or I don't know in other countries, but here in Doha, you will receive only your salary once a month. So you need to consider your salary for a month. So you need to budget it. Also, the family in the Philippines, they need to budget it for a month, not every 2 weeks like in the Philippines. So you will get your salary on 15 or 30s or any date within 2 weeks. So it will be hard and stressful also because sometimes people spend much than necessary. So guys, I'm going to give you an example. So I'm going to share you, that's the things that you need to consider for the expenses. So I'm going to give you a sample for your expenses. Like a summary or how much you can expect to really spend. So in my case, I'm spending not that much because just I said, my father is here. That's why I'm not spending that much. Okay guys, as I mentioned, my salary is 3,750 reals. So if ever I'm going to consider if my father is not here, so I'm going to give you a computation of how much really remains as a savings of an OFW or how much remain to me if ever my father is not here, if I'm going to spend everything on my own. So I'm going to pull out my Nokia phone and use the calculator. I'm going to use the calculator. So I will just put the computation here in this side so you will know. So my salary is 3,750 Qatar riyals. So the first thing, accommodation. So let's say I'm getting an accommodation around 800 riyals. Let's just say 800 riyals, guys. So I have remaining 2,950 Qatari riyals. And then the next thing you need to consider is the transportation, guys. So transportation, it depends on the location, as I've said. And I'm working in Barwa village, which is in Wakra. And the good thing is the metro is already open. So I'm only spending 2 riyal per way going there and going home. And then the bus going to my house is for free. For now, guys, it's for free. I don't know if it will be free forever. So I'm not sure. So I'm going to consider 2 or 4 riyal per day times 26. So it's 104, guys, 104. So let's just say, so 3,750 less 800 for accommodation. So let's just say you're going to spend around 200 riyals for your transfer rate. Let's just make it 250 because you will never just go to work and to your home. I will never do that. I will just still go to somewhere else. And even though I have a driving license, I don't have a car. So that is a separate expense again if I'm going to get a car for fuel, maintenance, everything. So I'm just considering as a commuter. So we're going to commute to work or to anywhere else we can go. So let's just say No, let's just make it 300 for the transportation. And then for the food allowance, I'm going to consider 500 reals. So less the transportation, we still have remaining 2,650, guys. So less the food allowance, it's 500 reals, guys. And then next, for the mobile allowance, because I'm on plan with Oridu, so I'm just paying every month 100 reals. It has the international call, local calls, and internet, guys. So it's 100 reals for the mobile allowance. So I have 2,050 reals remaining. And then the next thing you need to consider is the necessities. The things that I told you, the necessities, guys. And I will consider around the 300 reals also. So I still have remaining 1,750. Oh my God, I know you will think it's a huge amount. But what if I'm going to send money to the Philippines? For example, if I'm going to send around 22,000, because I'm an only child, so I don't have siblings to feed. So if, for example, it's for my mom and dad, the 22,000 per month. So I have 1,750, guys. So remember that, 1,750. So let's just say the exchange rate for the 22,000 is 14. As I've said, I'm going to use a flat rate of 14. So 22,000 divided by 14, it's 1,571.43. So let's consider it's 1,575. 1,575 plus the 15 reals commission or the payment into the remittance center. So it's 1,590. So we have a remaining of 1,750 reals in my salary, and I'm going to send 1,590. So guys, the remaining is 160 Qatari reals. And that's the only thing that is remaining for me, the savings. Okay guys, just a recap. So 3,750 base salary. Oh no, my salary. Less accommodation 800, less transportation of 300, less food allowance of 500, less mobile allowance of 100, and less 300 for the necessities, and lastly, less remittance money to the Philippines, 1,590 Qatari reals. And the remaining is 160 Qatari reals, guys. 160 Qatari reals is the remaining from that salary bracket, guys. And you know, guys, I'm working as a business coordinator. It's a good words to hear when you heard it. Business coordinator. Oh my God, maybe she's getting a huge salary. No. It's a no, guys. It depends on the company and it depends on the management. That is also the reason why OFW is not even have a savings. Even they're working so hard abroad. That's why, guys. So that's the idea, guys, of the salary or the expenses you need to expenses that you need to consider working as an OFW. So guys, 160 Qatari reals. What if you got sick, guys? What if you got sick? Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Knock on wood, guys. What if you got sick? If you don't have insurance, that will be a huge problem. Because yes, there is a health card here provided by the government, but it will take time to get it. And also just to fall in line. What if it's an emergency? You need to go to the private hospital. So for the private hospital, it depends how much is the consultancy, guys. Sometimes the consultancy ranges from 75 reals up to 100 something, 100 plus. It depends, guys. And the laboratories are expensive. The medicine is expensive without insurance here in Doha, Qatar. So guys, 160 reals remaining, guys. So I don't know anymore how someone can save even they're working as an OFW. Really, guys. I don't know. Maybe if they have another job or they have other income. If that's the case, so guys. So I hope I don't know. So don't ask, guys, or don't think that if we are working as an OFW, we have a huge amount of money, guys. Because in reality, we don't have. That's why I'm thankful also that my father is here helping me, or we are dividing into the expenses that we had as a working here. And I'm just thankful, guys, that my salary, I don't expend that much in with my salary. That's why I have a savings in the Philippines also. I have a savings in my bank account. And that's, I don't know, guys, why people in the Philippines are thinking, if you're working as an OFW, you have so much money, guys. I don't know why they are thinking like that. And if ever you're going home in the Philippines, they're going to ask you to spend things, buy them gifts, buy them food, buy them alcohol, buy them everything. I don't know why the reality is like that in the Philippines. Don't bash me, guys, okay? Because I'm just telling you the truth. Working as an OFW is not being wealthy. We are not just getting the money in the ground. We are spending sweat and blood just to get this amount. Okay, guys? So guys, just a tip. Think over and over again if it's really worth it working as an OFW. If it's really worth it, guys. Think about it, guys, because there is a problem in the economy in the Middle East, so the money is not that good, or the salary is not that good as of the moment. They're giving much lesser than my salary. Just so, guys, think about it. If it's really worth it to live alone in a foreign country, or to be with your family in the Philippines, if you're going to get the same money, guys. Think about it, guys, okay? So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a disclaimer, guys, please don't bash me for talking like this, because I'm just giving you the details that I know. And for the because I just give a summary or an idea, I will do a separate video including all the details that you need to know for the expenses that I just mentioned. And I will also bring you to the grocery store, or I will check the website for you, so you can have a heads up how much really cost for living here in Doha, Qatar, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you will be updated in my YouTube account. And if you have any further question about working here or working as an OFW, just comment down below and I will try to answer, guys. And I'll see you to my next vlog. Bye!